Nurse's song Innocence really shows, kind of like the echoing green, the distance between age and youth, and a sense that this isn't something that is anxious or painful, but that can be something beautiful. And like the shepherd, the figure of the nurse is someone who represents safety and protection, and contains, without controlling, the enthusiasm of the kids. When the voices of children are heard on the green, and laughing is heard on the hill, my heart is at rest within my breast, and everything else is still. We get that pastoral green again, and heart at rest, stillness, that sense of peace, and joy, laughing. Then come home, my children. Then come home, my children. The sun is gone down, and the dews of night arise. Come, come, leave off play. Let us away till the morning appears in the sky. The day is over is literally what's happening, but maybe there's danger. The dews of night, there's something going to happen at night, and the sun going down, this imagery of change, there's potential of something maybe malicious, and the nurse just gently urges the children to come home. No, no, let us play, for it is yet day, and we cannot go to sleep. Besides, in the sky, the little birds fly, and the hills are covered with sheep. It's still light, literally, but there's still time to play and be young. And the kids, they notice that there's still birds and sheep, so there's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to fear. And then the nurse responds, well, well, go and play till the light fades away. And then go home to bed. The little ones leaped and shouted and laughed, and all the hills echoed. It's a celebration ending. It's permission. But what is this world of fading away and bed and going home? Is this a poem about life and death, age and youth, play and rest? You get all these oppositions here. But it could also just be as simple as that happiness, that joy, the fun that these characters have. And this contrasts greatly with the nurse's song Experience, which shows the bitterness, the anger, the resentment of time, and what it does to the speaker, and how it separates them from the kids, and they inflict something on the kids because of their own desires and self-hatred. So Nurse's song Experience, it's such a shorter poem. It still has some shared lines, but look at how different the sentiment is. When the voices of children are heard on the green, same opening, and whisperings in the dale. The days of my youth rise fresh in my mind. My face turns green and pale. We already know something darker is at play, because it's not just the voices, it's whispering. It's secrets, it's things hidden. And youth, which should be such were the joys, now not at all. My days of youth rise in my mind, green and pale. Disgust, fear, embarrassment. Then, come home, children, the sun has gone down. Again, that shared line. And the dews of night arise. These lines are also shared with the first poem. And maybe in the first context, we can see that there might be menace, but it's really just a kind of soft concern. Here, it's the final lines that transform these two lines to show how much anger and resentment are in the speaker. Your spring and your day are wasted in play. Wasted is such what we think when we're older of play. Wasted time. Loss. This is non-productive. And this is what the speaker feels about themselves. But they project outwardly to the other children. And your winter and night in disguise. That rhyme is just fearful. So you waste your spring and your day, and your winter and night in disguise. You're hidden, you conceal yourself, you lie, you're not authentic. And it's highly unlikely, I think the nurse is talking about the kids, she's talking about herself, that she feels she's wasted her life, she's hidden herself. And what we see in the Two Nurses song, and the shared lines particularly show this, is that we could perceive we have the exact same moment played. And it's the internal perceptions of the speaker that change absolutely the outcome. In the first, there's an acceptance, there's a permissiveness to the children, and it keeps the speaker still and peaceful and in harmony. In the second poem, in the experience poem, there's a kind of more malicious sound to things. The hatred of the speaker's own youth then reflects on their hatred of the joy felt by the kids, and they're playing and feels their time is wasted because their own time is wasted. And then that particularly dark and ominous ending about winter and night in disguise. We get the contrast between the pastoral, the joyful, and the dark, the deathly, the hidden, the secretive in these poems.